Smith has come in. He's tested the goal umpire's judgment, but certainly snuck up through the right side of the post. He's got 6. He gives it to Rosa, and Rosa kicks to the goal square. Johnson is there, juggles the mark, plays on, kicks another one.
Really good win to East Perth. You're looking pretty impressive at the moment.
Yeah, we haven't had a too bad second half of the year, you know.
The East Perth Royals have made a last-minute surge up the WAFL ladder to become serious finals contenders. This season has seen 2 of the Royals' big men dominate the contest.
Johnson again.
To leave their opponents scratching their heads.
Mitchie wrapped up by Johnson and dumped.
Introducing former AFL players Josh Smith, who's this season's leading goal kicker, and ruckman Paul Johnson.
Johnson tries to control it, does control it, roves it as well.
Yeah, not having too bad a season. Probably kicked more goals than I've kicked in any other year, which probably happens when you play permanently full forward. In the past, I've kind of rotated a bit in the ruck and a bit down back too. So, played mostly forward this year, and yeah, having not a bad season in terms of goal kicking.
Yeah, loving footy at the moment. It's been great. Work life, life at home, and also footy is just really going well at the moment.
And Johnson combines brilliantly with Moss.
Smith's in his 3rd year at the club and Johnson his 2nd, but it's taken a new coach and some new players to move Smith away from the ruck and be used as a key forward.
Johnson won it down.
Yeah, probably with Jono coming in the team last year, he's obviously our number 1 ruck. So, and with having Scotty Lysett from the Eagles as well, he's chipped in, which has meant I haven't had to go up there so much. So I've stayed mainly deeper.
He's been on a list before, and he's probably unlucky not to have stayed on the list a little bit longer, but his ability to mark the ball up forward, you know, each week you watch a footage and he's against 2 or 3 and still comes down with the mark, and I think he's been a real centre point as such the last couple of years in the East Perth forward line.
Dumps it long, there's a big pack on the wing, that's a good strong grab from Smith.
Smith is leading by 7 goals for the Bernie Naylor medal.
It's not something you think of at the start of the year that you want to kick the most goals or have that as a target. It's more team success, which hopefully we can make the finals this year, and who knows what can happen from there. But yeah, it's definitely a surprise, that's for sure.
Smith at the back, and the big fella has his first goal, and East Perth get just what they need.
I guess I've just got to try and give a contest in the forward 50. So Dorse doesn't necessarily want me to mark every ball that comes in there, as long as I give a contest and bring it to ground, and hopefully our smalls can get to my feet and crumb and kick a few goals that way. But just to give a target for the guys that if they're coming out of defence and they look up, they can always have that bailout kick long if they need it.
Smith, very strong, too strong for Luff.
Brian Dawson's new game plan took a while to take effect, as questions were surrounding the fitness of the players.
Boob's a great coach, and we've probably brought on a different game plan as such, with the Eagles getting involved a little bit more this year and having the development between the two teams. And I think just demanding more from each other and being in that state where at the start of the year we probably weren't as fit as we should have been, and then getting to that state that we are fit enough to go through. And although there's still a couple of quarters here and there that let us down, but the rest of it's been great, and I think it's just longer efforts that are helping us through.
Both players have taken on leadership duties within the group, with Smith even taking on part-time coaching duties.
Being a senior leader, especially in the forward line, that's kind of I naturally take on that responsibility. But this year we haven't actually employed a full-time forwards coach. So me and Michael Swan, ex-skipper of the Footy club, we've taken upon ourselves to kind of lead the forwards, and at training and on game day we really try and speak to the younger players and make sure they're setting up in the right positions, getting the structures right, and try and help them out as much as we can. Yeah.
Is that harder for you as well to, I guess, maintain your sort of focus on what you need to do, but also look out for the other guys and try and help them out as well?
A little bit at first it was, because it's especially when Swanee's missed a bit of footy this year, so a lot of the time it's me as that senior role in the forward line, trying to set up the guys in the right positions. But it's probably been a bit easier as the season's gone on, and now it just comes naturally, and the boys seem to be really taking on feedback and working hard to improve, so it's good.
Probably main thing is just trying to educate. And in the midfield it's pretty easy because you're around the stoppages a lot, so it's easy to educate the midfielders or educate the other ruckmen or educate us as a group.
Johnson, who's been enormous wherever he has played, be it forward or back.
I think that's what's good about the leadership we've got with Josh being our Wolfie, Swanee, myself. We've got some really good footy brains around the ground, around the club, that we can actually almost coach ourselves on field. And that's probably one thing that you sort of look at and you go, there's not a lot of that out there at the moment, and we're pretty lucky we've got a bit of it.
Johnson, just with that extra bit of class.
While these players aren't getting any younger, they are playing better. This year, Johnson captained the WA state team that beat Victoria.
Yeah, it was sort of pumped up to be massive. They haven't beaten Victoria for a long time, and being Victorian and actually being on the other side of the fence, it was quite strange. But in saying that, just wanted to win and do anything we can to win, and then to be asked to be captain, as you mentioned, it was sort of just blown away. And
he just goes across the ground to the skipper. And Johnson wants to get things going.
Obviously, to come away with the result, we all tried and we worked hard for, and it was just amazing.
Delivers brilliantly to Johnson. Now Johnson puts it onto his boot. He can run, the big man. He is very agile.
But age is catching up to these big guys.
I've noticed I've started to get a little bit sore. Yeah, weighing over 100 kilos too probably doesn't help the joints and the knees and the ankles. But nah, I just try and compete as hard as I can out there, and you do get sore from time to time. But that's just footy.
Oh, I think at 29 now, so it is getting a little bit sorer later in the year. But in saying that, Dorse being the man of who he is and his abilities, he's pretty good. He's just got techniques that you can get around it all. So working pretty close to those guys and feeling really good at the moment. Obviously been a very wet couple of weeks, so it's taken its toll on us as a whole group. But in saying that, we've got a light night tonight and be ready to go for the weekend.
As any athlete would know, preparation is key, and these two players have slightly different preparations.
So I try and stay as relaxed as I can. I used to listen to some pretty upbeat music and that when I was younger to get me up and going, but now I just like to chill out and have a laugh with the boys before the game and just try and stay relaxed. And I tend to play my best footy when I'm relaxed and just take the game as it comes, yeah.
Before a game, it's a good question. I'm very superstitious. So same lunch on a Friday, same drink bottle on a Friday, same dinner on a Friday, Saturday morning wake up, same time, set the alarm, same time, same breakfast. So mine's very structured, my preparation, but I wish I could go the other way and be very laxy-daisy about it all. But wake up in the morning, breakfast in front of the TV, Simpsons on, and a bit of music in the background. That's about me. So.
And I know you're wondering what these same meals are.
Oh, just right. And then I've got a sushi joint just around the corner in Leederville there. So sushi for lunch, and then this Asian place just near me, takeaway Asian with a bit of steamed rice. So it's pretty boring. By the end of the year, you are sick of it, but it's just something that I can know I've ticked the box, and I'll do everything I can.